Blue is the Warmest Color is a is a French romance movie about a teenager who discovers desire and freedom as an aspiring female painter. Emma it enters her life. Excuse me. The film charts their relationship from Adele's high school years to her early adult life and career as a school teacher. And it's also based on the 2010 graphic novel. So, Blue is the Warmest Color came out back in 2013. So, yes, there will be some spoilers. Not a whole lot, but whatever comes to my mind, I will be talking about it. If there's anything important that I forgot, hopefully I'll remember it and I'll put it in the comment section below. But, so yeah, approximately 800 hours of footage was shot, including B-roll footage, but the director, like these names I can't, I'm not French. These names I can't pronounce. But the director had to trim the final cut down to 179 minutes. And the film generated controversy upon its premiere at the 2013 Cannes Film Festival. Or Cannes Film Festival, and before its release. Much of the controversy was about claims of poor working conditions on set, alleged by the crew and the lead actresses, and also the film's raw depiction of sexuality. So, and by raw, I mean... So, yeah, there are scenes in this... So, this movie isn't rated R. It's rated NC-17. And there are some scenes... there are some sex scenes, lesbian sex scenes in this movie that one could consider straight-up pornography. Like, it definitely... there are, the nudity in... The nudity in this movie is extremely graphic, so just wanted to let you guys know there are a lot of nude scenes, so so we'll just leave it like as that. And this movie is directed by. This movie is about these two girls falling in love with each other and about their relationship, this movie is about lesbians, and it's directed by a straight male director. Just wrap your mind about that. That's impressive. That's impressive, and this movie is. I love this movie. I don't know if you figured it out, but I love this movie. This movie is just the relationship. I'm not including, the raw, sexuality scenes, raw sex scenes. I'm not even including that. Just the whole focus on these two girls, their relationships, these two girls, their relationships, and their romance, Adele and Emma, their relationship, how they bonded, and that's what the focus of this movie is. It's their relationships, their relationships, and their eventual breakdown, their breakup, if you will, by the end of the movie. This movie is 3 hours long, by the way, so I thought Avengers Endgame was, it's like one of the longest movies ever, and now there's, I guess the Snyder Cut is probably the longest movie ever, or the one that I've seen. But yeah, it really is about these two, and I could go on about, I could continue on. You know, the acting is just phenomenal. It's not. It's just a. They're the performances, the acting between these two actresses. It's just it really glued me onto the screen. It really did, and it's like one of the best films of 2013. Um, I wish I could have seen this movie back in 2013, but later, but I saw it later on, and yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that I would that I could talk about really. Um, so one of the themes, I guess I'll go into like I guess I'll go into the themes and interpretations of the movie. Lesbian sexuality is one of the strongest themes of the movie, um, specifically towards the narrative plot of the film, where Adele's exploration of her identity is in this context. But it treats the sexuality that as a question by academics due to its direct from a straight male perspective. And the whole social class, you know, one of the thematic elements addressed by critics and audiences is the division of social class and the exploration of freedom and love between the two central characters, Adele and Emma. You know, the reference to social class is juxtaposed between two dinner table scenes in the film, with Adele's conservative working class family engaging in discussion over comparatively banal subjects to Emma's more open-minded middle-class family, who focus their discussion primarily on more existential matters like art, career, life, and passion. And trust me, this movie has a lot of passion. And it really does cross the line, too. Another thing is the food. The director explores how food can evoke varying levels of symbolism. For instance, through the sexuality suggestive food metaphors of Adele's liking of the fat on ham and her learning to eat oysters from Emma. Additionally, he looked at how food can be seen as an indicator of social class, what we just talked about. So, yeah. And then, you know, the significance of the color blue. You know, blue is a very huge color, both in this movie and in Life is Strange. Funny enough, both this movie and Life is Strange both have girls with blue hair, with Emma in this movie and Chloe Price in Life is Strange. But yeah, the significance of the color blue. You know, blue plays a significance in the film, in a visual as a visual symbolism, and it's used extensively throughout the film, from the lighting in the gay club Adele visits to the dress she wears in the last scene, and most notably in Emma's hair and eyes. For Adele, blue represents emotional intensity. That's how I see it. I mean, I watched this movie, like, this is my second time watching the movie. And I wrote down some notes and picked up, and I really glued myself to the screen, and try to focus on every single little detail, and this is what I picked out. So it's, blue represents, for Adele, blue represents emotional intensity, curiosity, love, and sadness. Adele also references Pablo Picasso a number of times, who famously went through a melancholy blue period. As Emma grows out of her relationship with Adele and their passion wanes, like when they, they're kind of like their breakup, she removes the blue from her hair and adopts a more natural conservative hairstyle. So just keep that in mind too. So yeah. So yeah, the thing about the um so, you know, the thing about the graphic sex scenes in this film, yeah, it is, like I said, it's very raw. So just be just be careful. So just be careful. So all I'm gonna say is just be careful what you're getting yourself into when you're watching this movie. So this movie is phenomenal. I loved it. Um, I don't know if I want to say, I don't know if I would agree with this movie being 3 hours long. Um, I mean, I don't have any flaws with this movie. I give it an A+. But if I had to, but if you ask me, Max, pick out something wrong. You know, pick out anything wrong, any issues you have. If you, if you're, you know, if you're asking me or if you're forcing me, I guess one of the things I have, I guess, the length, the runtime of the film could have been shortened down. I mean, 3 hours is like, that's like too much. Like Snyder cut. I was like, well, I haven't seen the any of the Lord of the Rings movies, Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit movies, but Avengers Endgame, that movie is 3 hours long, like 3 hours and 1 minute long, but it didn't really, but you know, it didn't really feel like 3 hours. Like it moved on pretty fast, for, you know, um the Snyder cut, the recent Snyder cut from Zack Snyder, that movie is 4 hours long. I was unable, you know, I couldn't sit down I couldn't sit down for 4 hours. So of course I had to break up. So I had to break up me watching the movie. So my point is, you know, there are movies that are very long, but some of them, you know, some of them work. You know, they don't really feel too long, and some of them, it felt like they could have chopped down. So I guess the length, so I guess the runtime is a nitpick of mine, if you ask me. But I really don't have any issues with this film. I loved it. I fucking loved it. It's amazing. This movie is amazing, and the performances between the two actresses is incredible. Is incredible, emotional, and powerful. So yeah, just wanted to let you all know. So if you've seen Blue is the Warmest Color, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking your time and listening to my review, and a little bit of, I guess I did go into a little bit of I did analyze this movie, so I guess this is a review and an analysis video, if you will. But thank you so much, and please like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and I will see you in my next video.